Josh Taylor just became undisputed, and now he wants to move up and fight Terence "Bud" Crawford at 147. He envisions a battle with two undisputed champions facing off. I want to talk about that in this video. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Make sure you click the link in the description to sign up for TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY is an awesome browser extension to help you take your YouTube channel to the next level. I've been using it for years, started off at 0 subscribers. Now we're over 200,000 and counting. TUBEBUDDY can help you identify issues on your channel, bulk processing, help you with metadata, ultimately optimize your videos so they become more discoverable and searchable, in the end making you more money. So click the link in the description, sign up for TUBEBUDDY if you have a YouTube channel. Regardless of the genre, TUBEBUDDY can definitely help. It's the #1 tool for YouTubers to help them. Now, Josh Taylor, he just beat Jose Ramirez. It was a very sharp performance. He showed pretty much a little bit of everything. He showed some footwork, southpaw stance. He has a nice left hand, beautiful uppercut that dropped Jose Ramirez. He just seemed like, you know, he was vicious. He has that kind of mean streak. There was moments that I didn't like from Jose Ramirez. Pretty close fight, but moments where Jose Ramirez was ultimately complaining and pandering to the ref, while Josh Taylor just stayed in it, stayed laser focused, and was throwing punches. And even in the clinches, you know, if he had one arm free, he was trying to work, you know, and he just showed championship mettle and grit. Good performance, showed that he's the man at 140, became undisputed. Now, with that being said, there's another fighter who did it before him at 140, albeit, you know, you can argue that Josh Taylor had a tougher journey in terms of who he fought. You know, he fought some Ryan Blue Chip Martin, Regis Prograis, and now Jose Ramirez. At the time Terence Crawford did it, those names weren't at that division. So, you know, depending on who you ask, the names that Josh Taylor are probably, that he fought and beat, are probably just greater names. You know, I'm not to say that Terence Crawford couldn't beat the same people, but, you know, we just got to go. Everyone has their era. And when Terence Crawford fought, his best name at that division was probably, you know, he fought a couple guys. Felix Diaz, Victor Postals, you know, different things like that. But now they're both in history as undisputed champions. Congrats to both of them. You guys heard the clip at the beginning. Josh Taylor says he would like to move up to 147. Now, they've been talking about this a lot, so I don't know if Josh Taylor, he looked a lot bigger than Jose Ramirez, you know, pretty decent height for the division, so I can easily see him moving up and stuff like that. I'm not sure if he has issue making weight, but it could be an issue. It could be an issue as you, I don't know his exact age, but as you get older, your metabolism slows and it's hard to crunch down into some of those lighter divisions. So maybe after accomplishing such a goal and becoming undisputed, he's ready for the 7-pound move upward. And he really doesn't have much else to do there. I mean, there are some good fights, in my opinion, like Mikey Garcia, but politics, would it happen? Who knows? Regis Prograis rematch would be great. But ultimately, if he feels he's accomplished everything, then he wants to move up to Terence Crawford. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking online, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that. A lot of people don't know much about boxing. I'm not taking anything away from Josh Taylor, but Jose Ramirez, his style of fight is nothing like Terence Crawford. So when you're assessing the two fights, you know, it'd be a good fight. You have two confident guys, two former undisputed guys. It'll kind of be like a Guillermo Rigondeaux, Lomachenko type of fight where you have two-time gold medalists, but in this case you have two undisputed champions. I don't really recall the last fight where you had two undisputed champions fighting, you know, things like that. It would be a good fight, but, you know, I just think ultimately it's way different of a fight than the Jose Ramirez. There were things that Ramirez was doing that I haven't really seen from Crawford. Crawford also, if you look at his recent fights like Kell Brook, he's filled out at the weight class, so he has much more experience. But hey, at the end of the day, if Josh Taylor wants that work, and he's already accomplished all these things at 140, and he wants to move up and fight and challenge himself, then I'll support it. I'll definitely watch it. It's a good fight. I would pick Terence Crawford to stop Josh Taylor, but they said he's never been stopped or dropped in the amateurs. So at the end of the day, we'll have to see. But I think Crawford, he's in need of a big name, and he's in need of somebody with some type of momentum. So maybe that's the fight that they work on. I know Bob Arum's talked about it. Bob Arum also talked about Josh Taylor fighting Catterall or his mandatory or something like that. I think the bigger fight is clearly Terence Crawford. Dangerous for Josh Taylor to move up straight away and not take tune-ups and fight a guy like Crawford, in my opinion. But hey, you know, it's the fighter's request and the fighter's wish. If that's what he wants, then salute to him, and I'll definitely tune in. Let me know who you guys would pick to win, Josh Taylor versus Terence Crawford. Another thing people have to consider is when you move up, even in the light divisions like Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, when they're moving up 2-3 pounds, that makes a big difference. So moving up 7-8 pounds in some of the bigger jumps like 160 to 168 or 140 to 147, that can make a significant change, because some people can have a lot of power in one division and then move up slightly or move up, you know, the 7 pounds, and their power might not be the same. Danny Garcia, he's a guy who has power. You got to respect his power, but I think he was even more solid a puncher at 140 than 147, because the knockouts and hurting guys as much, the bigger guys are able to take his punch just a little bit better than the guys at 140. You know, he mopped up Lucas Matisse and had his eye looking crazy, but Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, a bit more durable, Errol Spence, stuff like that. So anytime you're fighting bigger guys, you know, you don't know how people's power carry up when you're going up in weight, you know, those little nuanced things. But all in all, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to spend too much of my breath talking about a fight that may or may never happen. So I'll just wrap it up at that. Let me know what you guys think. Use my link for TUBEBUDDY. Good fight if it does happen. Shout out to Josh Taylor joining the Undisputed Club. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TUBEBUDDY. I've used TUBEBUDDY for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TUBEBUDDY is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TUBEBUDDY and level up your channel faster. We working. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.